Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Vlogged Up. Tomorrow's the big day, our first motherfucking La Liga match of the fucking season. Excited like me? I know for a fact that the fans living in Barcelona sure are because it is being reported that more than 40,000 tickets for the Rayo match will be sold tomorrow only. That is tickets worth 3 million euros guys in addition to the ones that were already sold. It will be an all-time record for the first match of the season at the Camp Nou. Take notes of that, you fucking tin pot English clubs with your small stadiums. Did you think you'd be hearing something like that after Messi was gone? Well, speaking of Messi, things change and he might return in 2023. There are strong rumors. Do check out one of my previous videos, the link is in iBox to know everything. Before we begin, as is the custom, remind you guys, do leave a like, drop down a comment below and leave a full-time score prediction. If you predict the score correctly, you get a mention in my next video. And while you're at it, just subscribe to the channel already. So let us begin. Barcelona's league season begins with a clash against Rayo Vallecano, which is expected to be rocking. Normally, a match against Rayo at home wouldn't be considered as something to be so excited about, but this La Liga weekend is a little bit different. All eyes are on us after an incredible summer activity as financial issues have clouded the preparations for the new season. I won't get into any of that because I already did in my previous video, the link to which is in the iBox. Do check it out after this one. Also, not to mention, we literally have so many options in the attack that you can expect the goals to be flowing inside out. I'm really intrigued to watch how that Pedri-Lewandowski connection develops after they combined together so well for Pedri's brace in the last match. Enough about what I am excited about. Here are some match facts to get you all into action ahead of the La Liga opener. Barca have lost their last two La Liga games against Rayo without scoring a goal. Both games ended up 1-0 against us last season. In fact, Barcelona lost their last home game in La Liga against Rayo 0-1 last April, which set an unwanted record where Barca lost 3 consecutive home games in the same season for the first time in our illustrious history, following home defeats against Frankfurt in the Europa League and against Cadiz in La Liga. Really a very sad and unwanted record for us. Let us get this straight right now. Barca have won their opening fixture in 12 of the last 13 La Liga campaigns, while Rayo have not won in any of the last 4 in the top flight, losing the last 2. This could be considered as good luck and we need to win the opening fixture because the Camp Nou fans would be expecting this. Anything apart from a win would not be satisfactory. One of the positives from last season, apart from, of course, was the fact that 22 different players scored for FC Barcelona in La Liga 2021, setting the record for the most different goal scorers of any team in a single season of the competition in the 21st century. And Barcelona, take a note, we are only expecting this record to be equaled or toppled. Rayo Vallecano only scored 13 away goals in La Liga last term, despite having an expected goals tally of 20.3 based on the quality of their chances. But one of those 13 came against us and, to be honest, was quite hurtful. Revenge will be served, Rayo. Speaking of taking revenge, Robert Lewandowski could make his La Liga debut for FC Barcelona. To be honest guys, that is the only thing we guys are most excited about. Of course we are excited about the match, but we need to see Lewandowski and his debut in La Liga. The Polish striker has scored in his first game of the season in each of his last 7 Bundesliga campaigns, netting a total of 10 goals in those matches. Damn! For more Lewandowski facts, do watch one of my previous videos on Lewandowski, the link is in iBox. Rayo Vallecano's Radamel Falcao has scored 4 goals in 5 meetings with Barcelona in La Liga, scored in each of his last 4 games against the Blaugrana in the top flight. Over to Araujo, who needs to keep this guy in his wallet. Enough about the match facts, here is the preseason forms of both the teams going into the La Liga opener. So let us move ahead guys to the predicted lineups. At the time of making this video, it is official that we have gotten all our signings registered except Jules Kounde. Jules Kounde isn't a problem because he isn't match fit anyway. He hasn't had much of a pre-season anyway. We will get him registered very soon. Also, if you want to see how we could line up with all of our signings in 3 different formations, do check out one of my previous videos, the link is in iBox. For the match against Rayo Vallecano, I have gone with a 4-3-3 in what I think could be the starting 11 in the La Liga opener. Check it out, guys. Now I know some of the players are missing. I'm going to include them and build the lineup as the video goes on. Ter Stegen in the goal, there is no question about that. Jordi Alba as the undisputed left back, but he's not undisputed anymore. We are getting Marcus Alonso. There are strong rumors about that. And also, as we saw in the Johan Gamper Trophy, we could also see Balde coming in the starting 11. I won't have any surprises, but for the sake of lineup, I'm going with Jordi Alba. Now, in the heart of the defense, Araujo is going to certainly start. We don't have Jules Kounde because we haven't registered him yet and he isn't match fit anyway. Alongside Ronald Araujo, we could see someone like Gerard Piqué, but as is evident from the pre-season, Xavi does not trust him that much. He has fallen down in the pecking order in the defense. So I think also there could be a case for Anders Christensen, but there were rumors that he also isn't fully fit and he has some anxiety issues before the start of the match. I hope they are just the rumors, guys. You know how media is nowadays. Don't get into that too much. For the sake of the lineup, I'm going with Eric Garcia alongside Ronald Araujo. And at the right back, I'm going with Serginho Dest because he's the only proper right back we have right now in the team. Don't even mention Sergi Roberto. He isn't a right back. He's a midfielder. I don't want to see him anywhere near the defense. In fact, I don't want to see him anywhere near the team, but we cannot do anything, guys. He has renewed and on very lower wage terms. Of course, things could change if we opt to line up in a 3-4-3, and then we could see a back three of Garcia, Araujo and Christensen, and Jordi Alba and Serginho Dest would move further into the midfield. But I don't think Xavi would go for a 3-4-3 just as soon. I think Xavi will opt for a 4-3-3 in the La Liga opener. Getting into the midfield, guys, Pedri and Busquets are the undisputed starters. There are no doubts about that. As we have seen from the preseason, Pedri needs to start. Pedri is really amazing. He has a great chemistry with Lewandowski, as we already saw in the Johan Gamper where he scored 2 goals. And what a backheel pass from Lewandowski, guys. Pedri just has to start. He's a new number 8. Busquets will start in the midfield because he's really the anchor. He's that pivot we want. And also, I don't think De Jong is going to start anyway. There are strong rumors Barca wants him to leave or accept a pay cut, but his situation isn't clear yet. So until then, I don't think De Jong is going to play. Of course, Xavi had something interesting to say about De Jong in his pre-match press conference. Let me quote, "De Jong is important for me. He's in the squad and that's it. Until August 31st, we'll see because the market is still open and we don't know what's going to happen." On the right side of the midfield, guys, that is why I'm going with Xavi because I don't think De Jong is going to be there. Of course, there is a case for Miralem Pjanic instead of Busquets, but for the starting, I think Xavi will start Busquets from the very start. Of course, there is also a case for Frank Kessie, who is now registered. He has done really well in the preseason. He has impressed me a lot. He's giving me N'Golo Kante vibes because he's literally everywhere. He's busting his lungs out. I really want to see him in the squad. I really want to see him play and get a few minutes in the La Liga opener. But just for the sake of start, I think Xavi is going to go with Gavi, Pedri and Busquets in the midfield. Now front three is really where we are exploit of option, guys. We have so many options in the attack, and as a Barcelona fan, I did not think I would say this, but we are really exploit of so many options. Memphis Depay or Aubameyang, I have not mentioned them in this video because I think one of them is going to leave Barcelona. There are strong rumors of Aubameyang getting linked to Chelsea and Memphis Depay getting linked to Juventus, but we won't get into any of that because this is about the match preview. So I have not included both those players, but if need be, they will be in the match day squad, of course, and they would come off from the bench. But as a starter, I think Lewandowski and Dembélé are guaranteed to start. On the left, fans really want to see Raphinha, and we will get a front three of Raphinha, Lewandowski and Dembélé. All the three have performed really well in the preseason, and I think this is the front three which literally spells danger for the opposition players. We really want to see this front three, but instead of Raphinha, Xavi could offer Ansu Fati. As Xavi said in his pre-match conference, and I quote, Ansu is a player with a differential capacity that very few have. He must be very important for us. Of course, saying that he is important does not mean that he will be in the starting 11. So I don't think Ansu Fati would be there. Of course, Ferran Torres is also there. We have Ferran Torres as an option, but he was used very less in the preseason matches. He always came as a substitute. I don't think he even started any match. I might be wrong, but I don't think Ferran Torres will be given that much importance. So on the left, we will only see Raphinha, and this would complete our lineup. This would be an amazing team. This looks very amazing on paper, and I know for a fact that they will also perform really well on the field. Now for Raphinha, guys, Xavi also included a very important quote. I just had to include this because I don't think this video is complete without that quote. For Raphinha, Xavi said, Raphinha is different from any Brazilian I've played with. He looks like Neymar as a winger, but he has a shot like Rivaldo. He's a player who has to make a difference. We will have to see, guys, how much of a difference Raphinha really makes in the La Liga opener. But for that, we will have to wait for some time. That is it, guys. Time for the match prediction. I'm going with a 4-0. A comfortable victory is what we all deserve and would get us truly excited for the upcoming season. It is going to be a treat, guys. Do comment your prediction down below, and as I said earlier, I would give you a shout out in my next video if your prediction comes out to be true. So Kulez, leave a like, support a fellow Barca fan like you all by sharing my channel and content on your social media with your friends and relatives. That will truly motivate me a lot to keep making such content. Until then, guys, Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalunya.